Today I'm going to be planning out my 13th week / summer seasonal refresh in my Erin Condren Toile vertical weekly planner. I'm really excited to get into it, so let's do that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids. Today is the first day of my summer seasonal refresh, and you may be thinking to yourself, why does it say November if you are in the summer? It is actually June 1st when I'm planning this, but because I get the 18-month planner instead of a 12-month planner, I can use October and November of next year for May and June of this year. I just like to start using the planner a little bit earlier, especially since they give you the May and June monthly calendars if you have a July start Erin Condren planner. So it is Monday, June 1st. Should I have already planned out this week? Absolutely. And I thought about doing it last Friday, but then a bunch of things came up and I did not get it done. And so here we are. We were busy all weekend and I didn't have a chance to sit down and do it. However, I did spend a little bit of time last week before my monthly refresh sitting down and figuring out exactly what I want to work on this week. So I do have this. I'm actually not entirely sure how I want to plan out this week because I decided not to have theme days for my 13th week for this time around. I started implementing a 13th week back in 2025, and essentially if you've not read the 12-week year, it is a week to reflect on your previous quarter and set goals for the new quarter ahead. Because I shortened my spring into just April and May, that's why I'm doing my 13th week now, the first week in June, and my summer season is June through August. That just works best with my schedule. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is put a sticker over November because it is throwing me off right now. There we go. All right. And before I get too far ahead of myself, I am going to do the weather stickers as well. I just use these Planner Kate watercolor stickers. Love them. I've been using them for years and years and years and keep buying them, so I'm going to use them. I actually thought that it was going to be raining all this week, but now it doesn't look like it's going to be raining, which is good and bad. Good because I'm kind of tired of the rain, but bad because then I'm going to want to just go out and enjoy the nice weather, which there's nothing wrong with that at all, but I do have quite a bit to get done this week. My April and May, if you've been watching any of my videos, it was just so busy. I mean, everybody's April and May. I feel like everybody's spring season is always busy. That's just the way that it tends to work out, but I always feel it every year, and I think part of that is because we have so many birthdays, and part of it is just finishing up. Sorry, there's a plane right above my house right now. Part of it is just finishing up homeschool for the year. So, you know, it's busy, and that is where we are at the moment. So it looks like the weekend is not going to be as nice, which is unfortunate. Okay, we do not have daylight saving time this weekend either. I can wipe this out. But maybe the weekend will actually be nice, like the rest of the week. That would be lovely. Now, I do generally do a brain dump in my daily planner before I plan out my week, but like I said, because I already did a brain dump on some of the things that I want to focus on this week, I'm not going to do a brain dump in my daily planner. That could always bite me in the end, but I think that I will probably do a lot more daily planning this week, but I do want to get like my cleaning tasks and stuff on here. And this is going to be interesting. If you did not see, a couple of weeks ago, I put out my weekly cleaning schedule and my monthly cleaning tasks, and I do not have them memorized yet. So I am going to have to keep flipping back and forth to figure out what I have on each day, which is okay. That is totally okay. And I use these mild liner highlighters, but I also have this dual ink dual tip highlighter pen set that I also really like. I like the bright colors on the Erin Condren paper. There's no bleed through or anything like that. I don't know if they still sell this. They have changed what they have available for highlighters recently, and so I'm hoping that they will come out with a highlighter set that matches all of the colors in the new Legacy colorway, but you know, they have not at this point. And I do really like the lines in this planner. I know that I've had a little bit of trouble over the past couple of plan with me's as to whether or not I like the lines, and I think that I do. I just need to figure out exactly what I want to be keeping in here and what can go in my daily planner. So we'll see. We'll see. This week, my nieces and nephew are up, so it's going to be a little bit different than a traditional 13th week because I do try to have this week just set aside to work on planning and prepping for the next season, as well as just getting the house deep cleaned and everything. You know, sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't work. And you know what I just realized? I have cleaned the bathrooms on Thursday, and I also have taking out the bathroom trash. I probably don't need to do that if I'm cleaning the bathrooms. I usually do empty the trash when I clean the bathrooms. Although I guess maybe Emma doesn't necessarily think to do that so when she's doing the bathrooms, so that's okay. All right, this is going to be a little bit harder. Let's see. Okay. I think that's good. All right, now I'm going to work on my plans for this week for, YouTube. Let's see. Today I have my spring goals going up, my spring goals recap, and then I do not have a vlog for Tuesday. I've actually not been vlogging for about a month. I am trying to vlog this week. We'll see if I actually put it up or not. Vlogging is actually one of the easier videos for me to film because I don't feel like I need to like get ready before I vlog. I don't know why, but we've just been so busy. I have not had time to pick up the camera. That part does take a lot of extra time if I want to pick up the camera and actually talk about something. Oftentimes I'm just in the moment and I don't think about it, and then I think, oh, it's the end of the day and I've not done any vlogging. So Wednesday I want to do my summer goals. I've not filmed this yet because I've not set anything up yet. And then Friday I want to do my June goals, which obviously I do not start my June goals. I won't start them until June 8th. They will go through last week of June, first week of July, and then my July goals will start after the 4th, and then my August goals will be right through the end of the month, and then I will have my next 13th week for the fall. So today is going to be a lot of just Monday reset stuff. I have been trying to do a little bit more before Monday to make it a little bit easier, but honestly, I just need to recognize that our weekends are so full. I don't have time to be doing a lot of this stuff like the groceries and the food prep. I have a grocery order coming. I will need to do food prep. Dusting the furniture doesn't take too long, and neither does emptying the bathroom trash, but just a Monday reset, getting laundry situated from the weekend and all of that stuff. Tuesday is more of a deep cleaning day, which I think will work well. I'm hoping to do a lot more refreshing my home this week than I have been doing over the last several 13th weeks that I've had, but we will see. I don't have too many things going on outside of the house, which is nice. I do have an appointment tomorrow at 8 a.m. and then tomorrow at 12 is the Brave Writer book choices for next year, and that is for I think ages 11 and up, I think is what it is. They'll do the younger books on Monday and then the older books will be Tuesday. I have not finished homeschool planning at all, and so that does have to be something that I work on as well. So I am going to put my 13th week theme days, even though I'm not keeping to those theme days, I'm going to put them, actually, you know what? I'm going to put my seasonal refresh here so that I am making sure that I focus on these things. I think that today I'm going to do reflection and goals. That's going to be my main focus. Tomorrow is going to be on resetting the house. Wednesday is going to be more work focused. Thursday, I would like to do some commonplacing as well as book lists for the summer. That will most likely be a goal, but I would like to work on that on Thursday and just spend some time figuring out exactly how I want to be running my summer. We'll see. Friday is going to be a rest day and family. Saturday, I have my book club. Oh goodness. I have book club on Saturday, but my brother is going to be picking up the kids on Saturday as well, and I don't want to miss him, so we'll have to see if that actually happens or not. Okay, Saturday is actually going to be a very busy day because we also have our town meeting at 1 o'clock, where we decide on all of the things for the new fiscal year, which is always exciting. Our local government is run by town meeting, which is something that used to be the way that all local governments did it, but it's much more common in very rural, small towns, and it's kind of nice. It's just a big old meeting where we get together and everybody kind of talks about everything, and you get like a little flag thing to vote. And so I don't know. I find it interesting. Okay, so one thing that I also have to do today that slipped my mind is I'm doing a pre-recorded co-working session. I'll put live stream, even though it's not going to be live, for Wednesday because my family is here. So that will just give me a little bit more flexibility. Now, this is where I run into issues with the line space. So this section up here is my to-do section. And because I have so much home management stuff up here, I don't have space where I can actually use my personal color and write to-dos. This is a to-go section and this is a work section. So what I could end up doing once I start my daily planner for 2026-2027, which doesn't actually start until July 1st, is because they have that dashboard layout, I potentially could either move my work stuff there or my home management stuff. I haven't quite figured it out, and it's going to be trial and error once I actually start that planner, but I am struggling a little bit with figuring out where I can put extra things because I do kind of section off my day by these categories. So anyways, we'll see. My home management project this week, I don't really have one. It is actually just, whoops, this is not the right color, my 13th week. So that we can write down. And then I will put a to-do list here. And then down here, these little check boxes I have decided to use as a food prep list. And what am I going to do this week for food prep? I need to make some ground turkey breast, and I will just do that like with chili powder and garlic powder and those types of things, and I will have it with salads for the week, and the kids will have it as well. And then I also want to do shredded chicken. I think I'm going to do Greek shredded chicken because I have a lot of lemons, so we should do that. And then I also want to do like a veggie quinoa salad. I did one last week, which had a lot of parsley and cucumbers and cherry tomatoes and some onion, and it had like a lemon maple dressing, which was delicious. So good, but I didn't get parsley. We'll see. Wednesday, I also would like to, this is my family color, so even though it's homeschooling or family, so yeah, that makes it a little bit more challenging to differentiate, but when we're all going someplace, I just put it in purple as well as homeschool stuff. I want to go to the farm stand. They are open on Wednesdays, so I want to do that to grab some fresh vegetables. We're still super early in the season, so there's mainly just like Swiss chard and spinach and sourdough bread. So, okay. I kind of want to do a pasta salad. That is just easy to have on hand. And then what else can I do? No, you know what? That's all I'm going to do for food prep. And then meals this week, I'm going to do, because I'm going to make the turkey, I'll do turkey tacos here. And then Greek chicken. Oh, I need to make some naan bread for the Greek chicken. And then leftovers. And then what am I going to do Thursday and Friday? I think we're gonna do pizza here. Oh yeah, I got zucchini. So I'm gonna do zucchini crusted pizza here. And I will do chicken wraps here with the leftover Greek chicken. I just threw my pen. Okay. Guys, this has just been really chaotic. Okay. I'm not actually going to put any stickers down because I'm kind of running out of stickers, because I've been trying to use up all of my stickers lately. And because I've been using up all of my stickers, I'm running out of stickers. I want to make sure that when I finish setting up this planner, like doing all of the notes pages and stuff, which I'm hoping to do this week as well, I am not running out of stickers and having to buy something. So here's my week, and I think it looks nice and clean with just a few little stickers for the weather and the colorful highlighters. I am hoping that this is a good week. We will see. It is going to be a little chaotic, I think, and I don't know how it's going to be if I'm not having like a real theme focus and I'm just kind of moving through some other ideas. We'll see. But here is the week of June 1st. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're looking for more help and encouragement around home and homeschooling goals, I would love for you to come check out my membership community. That link is always in the description box. Also, I did not even mention this at the beginning, which I meant to. My mid-year goals check challenge is going to be coming up at the end of June. If you are interested in signing up for that, it is a free email challenge. I will leave the sign up link in the description box for you. So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.